Hi students, in this video lecture we are going to know about nodal analysis in DC circuits. It is very much helpful for first year engineering students who are studying the subjects basic electrical engineering and circuit theory. We are going to solve a problem to understand the concept of nodal analysis. The problem is using nodal analysis determine the current in the 20 ohm resistor. It is a question and the given circuit diagram consists of two voltage sources. One is 10 volt source, another one is 20 volt source. Remaining are resistors. They are 10 ohm resistor, 20 ohm resistor and one more 10 ohm resistor. This is a given circuit diagram. First we have to know the steps to be followed for solving the problem. Step 1 is choose the nodes and node voltages to be obtained. Step 2, choose the currents preferably leaving the node at each branch connected to each node. Step 3, apply KCL, that is Kirchhoff's current law, at each node with the proper sign convention. Step 4, if there are super nodes, obtain the equations directly in terms of node voltages which are directly connected through voltage source. So students should know about super nodes. Super nodes are nothing but the node at which voltage source is directly connected. Step number 5, obtain the equation for the each branch current in terms of node voltages and substitute in the equations obtained in step 3. And the last one, step 6, solve all the equations obtained in steps 4 and 5 simultaneously to obtain the required voltages. Now draw the given circuit diagram, then the required data, that is current in the 20 ohm resistor. Now look at the circuit diagram once again. In the given circuit diagram, we have to identify is there any super node. Super node means the node at which voltage source connected directly. Here no such points available. So in the given circuit diagram there is no super node because 10 volt source connected with the node through 10 ohm resistor. 20 volt source connected with the nodal point through 10 ohm resistor. There is no direct connection of voltage source with the node. That is the reason why I am saying that there is no super node. So we can convert easily all the voltage source into their equivalent current sources. The equation is I is equal to V divided by R. I1 is the current flowing from 10 volt source. To convert this voltage source into current source, we are getting the equation V by R. Here the value of V is 10 volt, value of R is 10 ohms. So 10 by 10 is equal to 1 amps. Similarly, for I2 current, which is taken from 20 volt source, I2 is the current of 20 volt source. Here also V by R formula. The value of V is 20, value of R is 10. 20 by 10 is equal to 2 amps. Now we have drawn the modified circuit diagram from the given circuit diagram. As I said earlier, V1 is the nodal point at which two or more branches meeting each other. So according to the steps we studied in the previous case, V1 is the point identified as nodal point, and then the 10 volt source converted into 1 amps current source. Look at the direction of 1 amps current source. It is an upward direction because the positive polarity of 10 volt source in upward, negative polarity in downward. Similarly for 20 volt source, the positive polarity here also in upward. So the converted 2 amps current source is in upward direction. I1, I2 are the currents from 1 amps and 2 amps current source. Both are towards nodal point V1. Now the outgoing current I3 and then outgoing current I4 and then outgoing current I5. Currents coming from the sources, current sources, are called incoming current. So they are towards nodal point V1. Whereas 10 ohm resistor, 20 ohm resistor and one more 10 ohm resistor are getting current from V1 nodal point. So I3, I4, I5 are called as outgoing currents. Now apply Kirchhoff's current law at node V1. Kirchhoff's current law is nothing but at any junction point, the algebraic sum of incoming current is equal to the algebraic sum of outgoing current. I1, I2 are incoming current, I3, I4, I5 are outgoing current. So according to the KCL, I1 plus I2 is equal to I3 plus I4 plus I5. All we know well about the values of I1 and I2, but now we are going to find the value of I3, I4 and I5. For that, once again we are going to apply the equation, that is I is equal to V by R. Let us find the value of I3, where V is V1 nodal point, R is 10 ohm resistor. V1 nodal point, 10 ohm resistor. And then for I4, V1 divided by 20. Then for I5, V1 divided by 10. Now apply the values of I3, I4, I5 in equation number 1. Already we know the values of I1 and I2, that is 2 plus 1. Now the values of I3, I4, I5 are written in the right hand side of the equation number 1. In this equation, V1 is common term, so it has been taken in the outside. 3 is equal to V1 of 1 by 10 plus 1 by 20 plus 1 by 10. 3 is equal to V1 into 0.25, which gives the values of V1 is equal to 12 volt. Now current in the 20 ohm resistor is I4 current, that is flowing from V1 nodal point to 20 ohm resistor. So the value of I4 is equal to V1 divided by 20. The values of V1 is 12 volt divided by 20 is equal to 0.6 amps. In the result, we are having the current value which is flowing through 20 ohm resistor is equal to 0.6 amps. Thank you all.